was down below the edge. So, meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Welcome to Japa Mala for Awakening here on the connection field. I'm going to try to call you all up on my phone and see if we can connect to all of you. Okay, it says field. And there you are. I'm going to try to call you. There you go, loud and pleasant. So good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Japa Mala, which we do every night at 10 o'clock Eastern. And Joyce, welcome back. You were on the call before, so I hope you got a little break. And here in the Zoom room, we have Brother Tony and Sister Joyce, and our faithful members of the Japa Mala crew who show up pretty much every night. I don't think I've missed any nights with you. You're very, dedicated to this 40 days of doing the Japa Mala. And so that's the purpose of the Japa Mala, which is a chant. We're chanting Myoho Renge Kyo, which we're really doing it for awakening. And there's so many parts to awakening that every night we can take a different part of that, a different subject, and move with that. And tonight's subject is kindness. And for some reason, I'm not getting anybody here showing on Facebook Live, but that's okay. It says 2 people. Okay, just let it go. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So with the Japa Mala, this is what we're doing, is we're coming together and we're doing chant with the Japa Mala beads. And we're doing 108 repetitions of a chant. And as I said, it's Myoho Renge Kyo. And we do it 4 times, 4 directions. And they end with the universal creation sound, Aum, which is A-U-M. And we do that to bring that to a deeper level and honor the process that we've gone through in the chanting of those 4 times, to deepen it into, I'm going to say, right into the bone marrow. That vibration right into the bone marrow, so we don't even have to think about it after. It's there. It's moving through our body on a cellular level. Good evening, Cariana. Welcome to the Zoom room. Lovely to have you with us. And so today's word this morning, as I woke up, was kindness. And so that's what I've chosen to do, is pick a word that sort of hits me in the morning when I just begin my day. And it can come from a lot of different sources. So we all wake up with some kind of a thought. And this morning for me, it was kindness. And when I thought about kindness throughout the day, what I was coming to realize is I oftentimes have a lot of kindness for others, but not so much for me. And I looked at that and I said, well, that can't be true. So that's what tonight is about, is when we do this chant and we're asking for awakening, and we're asking the question of somewhat of, who am I in this state, this higher state of beingness? Where is kindness showing up? And not only where we are taught to always be kind to others. When we were little children, we were always told, you be kind to this person, you always be kind to others. but I don't remember anybody telling me to be kind to me. And maybe I just forgot. Yet that omission of that thought carries with us from childhood into adulthood. And many of the problems we have in our everyday life, in society and in relationship with others, started by omission. The omission of the energy when we were children. And so in many ways, we're innocent when we're not kind to ourselves. It wasn't ever really broadcast that that was okay. For me and for many, we were taught that we were selfish when we did that. We were self-serving, we were greedy, we were all of these words that had a negative energy attached to them. And so kindness was always for somebody else. And that may just be my story. So years ago, I wrote these words, and I'm just going to read them into the field. There are days when I am less than all the possibilities offered to me. It is those times that the kindness and love given returns. In the silence, it lifts me on translucent wings to a freedom and a joy to give again. And I wrote that at a time in my life where I realized how important it was to not just to be kind to others, but to be kind to myself, and it was all tied together. It was a loop. And if I didn't honor that loop, or we don't honor that loop, then on some level, we're dishonoring who we are. And so tonight, I want everybody to feel honored. I want everybody to feel the power of that grace and that honor and that freedom that is rightfully yours to embrace as who you truly are, as that higher awakening self. And so I'm just going to leave that in the field right now and ask anybody else if they, what does the word kindness bring up for you as I, explain it in those terms? And feel free to pop in, and if you don't want to, that's also perfect.
I'm thinking it could be the essential resolution of a lot of the problems that we're faced with these days in the world, as well as a real gateway to self-understanding by being kind to yourself. I've been a direct care human services worker for all my adult life, and dealt with many difficult people in many difficult situations, and always tried to come to from the heart and be kind. And if I was able to be a tenth as kind to myself as I've been able to be with other people, my life would be completely different. And it's just, here I am, 71. I'm finally figuring that out and doing the best I can to fix that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tony. Again, that's just comes sort of the same realization that I have and have had as well, and how easy it is to just let it slip by. And I think now, being the same age you are, is that it's important for us to really, in order for us to even give more than we already do, we have to give ourselves more as well. And that's not a selfish act. It's actually an empowering act that we can, embrace ourselves with kindness. Anyone else? I get people showing up on Facebook, and I'm watching you watching me. Good evening, Valerie and Linda, Japa Mala Mama and Jesse, bless you all for being here with us.
I guess I would speak to that too, Charlie, because yeah, I think a lot of my life, I think I spent, excuse me, probably thinking about more, just doing and doing and keeping really busy or whatever, and never really thinking about, kindness to self. So it's really interesting you chose that word, or it popped into your head, because just within this last week, I was with a sister who was in my circle of people, during COVID, and we had a really good talk. And she's just in a really stressful place in her life right now. And I said to her, I think you just need to start every single day doing something that's nice or kind for yourself, because I think she was so into worrying about her children and grandchildren and great grandchildren even now. And her spouse is not healthy, so she spends a lot of time in cares for him, and she's got some real serious health issues going on too. But anyway, so I had kind of given her that little pep talk. But in this last month too, I'm really attempting to every single day just do something that really nourishes me more. And it can be the simplest things. And I haven't done it every single day, but anyway, I just think it's a really good practice, and I'm hoping that it's fruitful too, because yeah, I think developing that kindness for yourself is a really good thing. So I'll let it go at that. Thank you.
Thank you. No, that's perfect, because again, we all experience this on some level. And this is some of the words that, when you look up the word kindness, the words that flow with that are friendly, generous, considerate, affectionate, courteous, understanding, tolerant, patient. And when I saw those as words describing kindness, I went through the list and sort of like poured them over me, and just said, oh, well, I'm not sometimes, wait, and so again, look up the word kindness and try to invite those aspects of that word into your life. And what you find is there's a whole array of different colors and different frequencies and energies. And this is where we're at, is we're awakening to this. It's like we've been asleep. And why didn't I think of this? Or maybe I didn't think of it, but I never did anything because I was too busy doing this or doing that, and feeling that doing for others would automatically make me feel better about myself. And many times it just wore us out. And in this period of COVID and all of the political disarray, we've had to come face to face with parts of ourselves that kindness could really do a nice job on. At least that's how I'm seeing it. So Cariana, if you would like to pop in, you're more than welcome to, and Shelley, you as well. And if not, we'll move on to the chant. Let's see. Yeah. So Benita Cortez says, ready to spread the love with much love for you all. Okay. And Grow is here, Carol Lanoy. Bless you all for showing up and being such wonderful members of our Facebook family.
One other comment about kindness, it is really, I really enjoy is saying that sometimes it's better to be kind than to be right.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. It's beautiful. Better be kind than to be right. So we could do that for a mantra some night. How's that? Say that 108 times. See what happens with that, Tony. All right. So we have joy, we have levity, and we have kindness in the field. And so I'm going to ask you all to get your beads. And if you don't have beads, that's okay. You can chant along with us. And so it's Myoho Renge Kyo. And just, you know, even if you don't chant with us, just allow the energy of the chant to flow within you. And what it is the sound vibration of those words that take us out of this physical ordinary and lift us up through our hearts and to our heart resonance into the higher frequencies of who we truly are. And we are these amazing, amazing beings that we just need to learn to come to a deeper respect, not just for others, but for ourselves as well. So bring your beads to your heart. As you breathe, feel that breath moving in and out of the beads as well, right through your skin, right through your heartbeat, right into the beads. Become one with those beads. Know that this is a connection, a part of you that is going to distract your busy mind from what it thinks it needs to do, thinks that it needs to be a part of, etc., and bring you back into this heart resonance field where you only are focusing on the sound, the vibration of the words. To do it in a series of 4, if it helps you, it's the 4 directions. We start in the east, the south, the west, and the north. And then we finish with the blessing of the universal sound, Aum. And if this is your first time doing this, just relax. And there is no pressure to do it right or wrong. It's just be here in the moment. Be here in the moment and just allow yourself to embrace the energy. It's that simple. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Aum. Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Om Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Om Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Om Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Om Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Om Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo, Myoho Renge Kyo. Let us just settle into the stillness, the peace, the quiet, the gentle energy of kindness. Kindness to ourselves. Loving, embracing, understanding, affectionate, considerate, beautiful, tender, delicious. There is no selfishness here. This is loving the self. This is acknowledging the self for the beautiful grace that it truly is. Each one of us come from a place of grace, from a higher consciousness and existence of energetic frequency that has no form, yet has an amazing and unique vibration. Like the keys on a piano, every one has a different vibration, a different tone. With all of the millions of humans on this planet, we all have a different tone, a different frequency. And it's when we can be kind to each other and we can be kind to ourselves that the song of life fills everyone's hearts and lifts them, lifts them to the glory of their divine presence. And so as we do this Japa Mala, honor yourself. Be kind to yourself. And know that you deserve every single moment of it. For you are precious gems. Gems in a world of beauty. May you always be kind. Tony, if you would like to play the kirtan right now, please, in this silence. That would be an act of kindness for all of us. Thank you.
The bright shining sun, the sweet shining moon, the stars beneath our feet, the infinite one lives in every heart. Let me see here, hold on. Got myself a little confused here. The infinite one lives in every heart, singing with joy, love, and peace. Oh, my beloved, turn to the light within and sing to your soul. Sing to the light, sing to the light, sing to the light within. The bright shining sun, the sweet shining moon, the earth beneath our feet, the infinite one lives in every heart, singing with joy, love, and peace. Oh, my beloved, turn to the light within and sing to your soul. Sing to the light, sing to the light, sing to the light within.
Still on mute. Okay. Beautiful, Tony. Thank you. And thank you for
Beautiful
being
word.
kind to yourself.
Beautiful words, Tony. Thank you for sharing that with all of us. It was really, really sweet, I thought. So,
Thank you.
And so we have, I'm not being able to see everybody's shares here on Facebook Live, but I thank you all for being here with us. Cariana is in the house. Bless you, dear heart. Look at you. God bless you. We love you. Please speak to us. You're on mute, but your energy is waving back and forth to us. Yes, thank you. We can't hear you, dear. Did you want to speak or? Yeah.
I thought I unmuted. It
It's
feels
okay.
great to be here. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I crossed the bridge over.
Yeah, thank you for being with us. I invite everybody on Facebook Live to come into the Zoom room, and the instructions are in the little blurb there, because I'll never remember them. But it is a different energy when you come into the room. And so thank you for coming.
Talk more after. Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That was a great one. Thank you.
Yeah, it's again, it's important for us to, again, in this process of awakening, is to really honor who we are. We're so used to being told to honor someone else, or to praise someone else, or to look up to someone else. And we are these most amazing beings. And that's the key. Part of the key is to come from that place within ourselves that loves ourselves. And so there were some questions that came up for you to ask yourself when things are wondering what's going on. And the questions were: do you treat yourself kindly? Do you speak gently and kindly to yourself? Do you take good care of yourself? And it was, it's in those simple questions that when we get disturbed and we get unnerved, and is to take that moment and ask yourself, am I being kind to me? Is this kindness? Am I being gentle? Am I being loving? And become aware of those moments when we're not, and know that there's nothing wrong with that. It's a perfect natural part of our existence, but we don't have to. And once we become aware of what we're doing, then we have the opportunity to find those weak spots and strengthen whatever is going on within us, to bring us more clarity to the situation. Because kindness is the key to our future. I'm going to say those 3 words again, or 4 words. Kindness is the key to our future. If we have any concept of unlocking the door or the locked gate and moving through and moving into our evolutionary path, we have to have kindness. So I thank you all for being here on Facebook Live with us. And I, again, invite you to join us here in the Zoom room. And it's okay, because we love you as part of the greater field of who we are. And for those who may listen to this later on, or tomorrow morning, or whenever it crosses your screen, know that we are one, we are whole, we are each other. Let's be kind. Let's be kind. So good night to all of you lovely people on my brothers and sisters on Facebook Live. And we'll see you again tomorrow. We'll be here 10 o'clock as usual for day number 8, I believe. We're going on day number 8. So blessings to all.